Still got your cast on, huh? Well, the doctor says maybe one more week and get it off, and then we can do camera talk without the cast. That's right. So where are we going this week? Do you know? No. Well, we're going back to your favorite island. Do you know what that favorite island is? Yes, you do. Japan! That's right, Minolta!
One ticket to Tokyo, please.
We're taking another look at another Minolta, but this one is a classic of the classics. It's a 58 millimeter. Now, Daddy has the 1.4, but this is the 1.2.
Holy shit.
That's right, a 58 millimeter 1.2 Rocar X. It's the X Factor. Is it any good? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's got quite a legendary reputation, that's for sure, doesn't it? Yeah.
I'm the dude.
So, if you think it's good, I think it's good. Why don't we find out together? Grab yourself something to eat or drink. Get yourself comfortable.
Legend!
And let's get it on.
Here I am, Vietnam. Rain is always coming down.
This is Camera Talk with Dr. Scott and Dylan. That's right, Dylan and I back for another week of Camera Talk. And this week we got a new lens. Well, it's not new, but it's new to us anyway, because we haven't done a video on this one before. But as the intro says, it's a Japanese lens from way back from Minolta.
Minolta XG1.
Hey, you want to see some terrific pictures?
Depend on the automatic Minolta XG1 to give you clear, sharp pictures.
We know Minolta, right? Yeah. It's a Minolta lens. And it's part of the... Alright, chill out, mister. You already just started and you're off. You need to get beat like a redheaded stepchild. Or Homer Simpson. That's right, it's from the Rocar family. And this one is a Rocar X. Now, why is it X? Why isn't it PG like the other Rocars? Because X is what they designated when lenses were shipped and sold in North America. In the Canadian...
Good day, welcome to the Great White North. I'm Bob McKenzie, this is my brother Doug.
And U.S. markets. So it's an orange colored X. That's right, just to be different. Anyway, this lens is a 58 millimeter 1.2, and it lived through the range of a decade of 1968 to 1978 as an MC. It's the MC model. Now, the MC model, in that decade that it was in the market, had 3 different versions. I said versions, not 3 virgins.
You must tie her down on a bed and spank her.
Versions, that's right. KK. I don't know who that version is, but we'll find out, won't we?
KK.
So, anyway, the MC1 in 1968, 1969, it was only around for a year. You can identify it by the focus ring is serrated, you know, it's ridged, but it's flat ridge. And on top of that, the other thing that differentiates it from its, you know, brothers and sisters later on down the road is the fact that it's radioactive. That's right. Make your hair fall out. Well, if you get too close to it and eat it and everything else, who knows? But anyway, radioactive, baby. All right, so the MC2, the second version, came along 1969, and it went all the way through 1973. 1969 to 1973. And how you tell that one is the focus ring on it now has what they call hills and valleys. Over the hills and down in the valleys, that's right. The rest of the body looks kind of the same old, same old. And it's not radioactive anymore, so they only did that for the 1 year. And then the third version.
Bye, KK.
Yeah, I know you like that KK thing. So.
Shit.
Nickname for some girl that I'm supposed to know?
KKK.
Alright, shit. So this one, the third version, which I have, ranged from 1973 to 1978. That's right, 1973, 1978. And how you tell its difference is the focus ring has a rubberized grip on it. It's got a waffle, or bumpy. I don't know if you want how you want to describe that as, but. And the other improvement on it is it's got better coatings than the rest. But the optical formula is the same in all three. You know, they didn't change that. And in 1978, this didn't really go away either. They just changed it to the MD family of products. So the Rokars were done. And now it's the MD time to shine. And then it went on a 58 1.2 for who knows how long. I didn't actually look that up. But anyway. And this came from Minolta. As we say, we know who Minolta is, right? They were first formed in 1928. Yeah, in Osaka, Japan. You know Osaka? I know you don't. You don't know anything.
I'm turning Japanese, I think I'm turning Japanese, I really think so.
And anyway, the Japanese name for it before it became Minolta, I don't know how to say it, so I'll just tell you the translation is Japanese German Photo Company. Japanese German Photo Company. Japanese German collaboration partnership type thing, huh? Yeah, now we know when World War II came along why they became such good friends. Now we know. Anyway, so they continued on through the years doing what Minolta does best. They became pretty famous in the industry. And then in 2003, they got bought out by Konica, or merged with Konica, however you want to say it. And then 3 years after that, Sony came along and snatched it all up. So they grabbed the Minolta and Konica history and technologies and everything else, and hey, Sony's doing its thing, and that's why my Minolta is on my Sony A7R II. Hey, they go hand in hand together. So anyway, so you have a nice hair massage. Since we can't get his cast wet, we take him to the local spa, and one of the girls lays him on the massage bed and gives him a massage and washes his hair and everything. And I'll show you some pictures of that from this afternoon right here.
Je savais pas que vous étiez amateur de messagerie rose. Vous êtes comme tous les patrons. Ça vous excite de vous taper votre secrétaire, hein?
So here he is, Mr. Spoiled Rotten. I should break my bones so I can get some special treatment like that too. Anyway, shouldn't I? Yeah. So what else? How about the technical aspects of this thing? Its construction is 7 elements in 5 groups. So nothing special. It is what it is. Close focus, nothing to write home about. 60 centimeters, just 10 centimeters shorter than my rangefinder Leicas. It has 8 blades, so they're roundish blades. So the bokeh balls maintain a somewhat roundish shape as they go through the range. We like our balls round, right? Yeah.
Say, everybody haven't seen my balls.
And it's a little on the heavy side, though. Hey, it's all glass and metal. You got to kind of expect that for the day. A 1.2 is always pretty wide. So 475 grams it is. And you know, again, it's typical for construction for its day. Now the challenging thing, of course, with a 1.2 or wider, is the fact that it has a pretty shallow depth of field. And what that means is its critical focus plane is like this, so it makes it challenging, which leads to the rumors that everybody was talking about. Oh, these big lenses, you know, the 1.2s, the 1.1s, the 1.0s, the 0.95s. Oh, they're all just they're too soft, wide open.
They suck. They just suck.
Well, that's because people have a hard time finding that critical focus. But once you find it, hey, they're pretty sharp. At least this one is anyway. So, yeah, itchy? Oh, don't worry, you'll take care of that later. So, critical focus, yeah. It makes it tough. All the wider lenses follow that same line of thought from most people. And some of the common issues of the period are existent in this lens as well. You know, things like the fact that it's big, it's heavy, suffers from chromatic aberration, like a lot of these older lenses do. And of course that all disappears at like 2.8 or so, you know, if you're all concerned about that. But hey, with today's photo editing software, you could take care of that after in your post editing, right? Yeah. Sharpness, you know, again, it's sharp when it's sharp, but it's not very evenly distributed across the frame like, again, some of the more modern lenses are. Hey? Vignetting tends to happen in your wider lenses, you know, 1.2 to 2.8-ish. Yeah, they go away by that time. Barrel distortion. Coma. Wow, seems like it's nothing but bad news, isn't it? But,
Like big butts and I cannot lie.
and when I say but, all those things are situational. You know, it's not all the time every single picture suffers from these things. It just depends, right? But it has a long-standing reputation as an art lens.
I don't like the artsy-fartsy thing. I think I hate it.
You know, and they're cool. They're sought after by vintage lens collectors all over the world. Like, ooh, Minolta 58 1.2. Yeah, the eagle eye. It's got its reputation. But it's also great for portraits, right? Good for portraits, and that's my thing. You know, Dylan, my little model. And I'll show you. The model's not supposed to touch the photographer. It's against the rules, mister. But I'll show you some pictures of Dylan that I took earlier today. So, how about the bokeh? Is the bokeh nice? Of course, the bokeh is not a thing. Bokeh is the quality of the out of focus area. And of course, the out of focus area is your subject. So what's in front of your subject, what's behind your subject is your out of focus area. And what's the quality of that out of focus area? How's the blur? How's the bokeh balls? All that kind of stuff.
Rich, smooth, buttery bokeh.
Can be nice, and it can be not nice. It just depends on what's in the background. 1.2 is okay, but apparently, you know, a lot of people will agree with me when I say f2 tends to be the sweet spot.
It's how you use it.
For the bokeh. So anyway, let me, as I normally do, get you a shot of the end of my Canon M50, which I use to shoot these videos. And what I do is focus in on the nameplate on the end of the 15 to 45 EFM kit lens. It's on the camera now. And I see how sharp I can get the writing on the nameplate. So, are you ready? Hold still while Daddy tries to get as sharp as we can on the end of the nameplate. And right, wait, am I at 1.2? Yes. All right, so this is wide open. This is wide open at 1.2. Right about there. 1, 2, 3. Uh-huh. All right, let's do 5.6 as I always do, even though a lens like this, you're probably not shooting with 5.6 anyway, but just to show you what 5.6 looks like. Right there. 1, 2, 3. All right, so 1.2 and 5.6. As you can see, plenty sharp at 5.6. But as I said, when you got a lens like this, you're probably going to want to shoot it wide open or f2 or maybe 2.8. Some looks okay. So, how about some, Dylan, settle down, you. How about some shots of Dylan, just to show you some real world.
Song.
Shots of song?
Song.
Shots of Dylan. Say it. Shots of Dylan.
Song to Dylan.
All right. Kind of, sort of.
Song.
Anyway, so here's Dylan at 1.2. All right, what do you think you look like there? Look good? Yeah? Yeah. All right, don't pick your cast apart, mister. You got another few days to go with that. It's got to last. All right, how about Dylan at... What else did I shoot you at earlier? 2.8. We just jumped over f2 to 2.8. Anyway, it was just him with his little microphone pretending he's singing anyway, right? So here's Dylan at f 2.8. Uh-huh. Do you look better there? No, you look better the first time? You think? First time is better than the second time? Well, I don't know. I'd tend to disagree with that, mister. But anyway, how about some random stuff just to show things other than Dylan, because there are other things in life other than Dylan, even though you hate to consider such a thing. But, you know, it's again some pictures of trees and flowers and bugs and fruit.
Bicycle.
Some people, other than Dylan.
Get the fuck out of here.
I don't know, I picture a bicycle in there.
Apple.
An apple? All right, let's see if there's an apple in there. So here's our random crap at, he calls it crap anyway, because he's not in it. Random stuff at F whatever. That was our selection of different things with it. So, can we recommend it? No. Is it too expensive? Well, it's a few $100 anyway, and it goes even higher. It just depends on who's selling it and where you're getting it from. But if you can get a good deal on it, I would recommend getting one, especially if you're a collector like me. There's 100+ lenses up there. So, yeah, it's cool to add to the collection anyway. So I would recommend it if you get a good price on it. Don't pay too much.
Yes.
Don't pay too much for anything. But that's the beauty of getting things used as well. And the way they used to make these things in the old days, they'll outlive you anyway. So when Daddy's dead and gone, you can have my collection of lenses. Whoop-de-doo! I know you're saying, whoopee crap, I'll just sell them and buy a bicycle. So anyway, you can get yourself a nice bicycle with the price you can get for these. How about we give our little plug for our photo editing software that we use? Because who do we use? I use Luminar. That's right, Luminar Neo. It's a combination of what used to be Luminar 4 and Luminar AI. And we know what AI is, right? You remember AI? Tell us, what's AI? What's AI mean? 1, 2, 3. What is AI? Oh, no. Not even close, mister. I mean, yeah, it's AI, but not what the AI I'm talking about. So, artificial intelligence, that's right. And the artificial intelligence, what can it do for you?
This mission is too important for me to allow you to jeopardize it.
It can speed up your workflow is what that's all about. So there's all kinds of things like spot and dust removal. So if you've got spots and dust on your photos, if you're at the beach taking pictures of pretty girls, and as long as your wife or your girlfriend or whoever's not looking, and you get pictures of other girls on there. And there might be some seagulls in the background. It can remove, if you got sea spray or dust and sand or something on your sensor, it can identify that and take it out of your photo and leave the seagulls alone, so you have a flock of seagulls. No, the other kind of sea, the birds flying off in the distance with the sexy girl on the beach in front. Anyway, so that's cool. How about power line removal, right? Power lines. They always ruin everybody's shot. Nobody likes power lines. Fugly, right? Fugly power lines. So, yeah, we don't like power lines. It has scenery lighting, so it can move the light around the scene, not dramatically, but a subtle relighting in case you don't like where the light is. Background removal, sky replacement, all kinds of stuff that you can do. And one of the best things about it is it's economical, right? It's under $100. You want to save $10? Do they want to save $10? How do you know? You don't even know these people. You're speaking out of turn, mister.
Get the fuck out of here.
Well, if you want to save $10, click in the description below. There's a link down there. Click on that and it'll take you to Skylum, who's the name of the company. And it will, if you buy a copy of Luminar, of course, shop around, check it out, make sure you really want to get it. And if you buy it through that link, you'll save $10. Hey, who doesn't want to save 10 bucks, right? If it's under 100 bucks, if it's 90 bucks, then it's 80 bucks. If it's 80 bucks, it's 70 bucks. I don't know exactly what it's going for today, but it's economical. What do they do with that $10? Well, they give it to us. Yeah, well, they give it to Dylan. Yeah, I bet they do. What do they call that? They call that kickback. Yeah, kickback. I mean, what are you going to do with that money? Are you going to give it to mommy? No. Are you going to give it to daddy? No. Are you going to keep it for yourself? No. Who are you going to give it to?
Mommy.
Mommy, I asked you if you give it to mommy. You said no. You're always giving my money to mommy. Mommy takes my money too. Everybody takes my money. No wonder daddy's just a poor, poor university teacher. Oh, poor me.
Whoop-de-doo!
Anyway, I bet you're not going to give it to mommy. You're going to keep it and share it with your girlfriends. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Speaking of girlfriends, what's one thing that YouTube likes? YouTube likes a thumbs up, right? So, hey, if you guys give us a thumbs up, we'll give you a taste of Dylan's girlfriends, the Thumbs Up Girls. Are you ready? Sing with me. Thumbs up. Do 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 do. Thumbs up. Uh-huh. You like the thumbs up girls, don't you? Yeah, I know you do. What else does YouTube like besides thumbs up? They like subscribers too, right? Are you like practicing your kung fu or something? What is that you're doing? Was that your Tai Chi Chuan? Yes, you're a violent little man you are. So, subscribers. So why don't you subscribe? How about this time? How about you subscribe? And Dylan, want to help Daddy? Your fingers, my fingers? Subscribe. Yeah, nice try, mister. Subscribe. Last time. That's right. Well, who are we? Did you tell them who we are yet? Well, besides Dr. Scott, you're Dylan.
I'm Batman.
Together we're all Modesty Photography. That's right, we're here to talk about tips and tricks about photography, vintage lenses, vintage cameras, just other photographic stuff, whatever you want to talk about. You know, it's all about it. Yeah, you're a wonderful, wonderful little man. So should they come back next week? Should they come back next week? No? Okay, go away. Never come back again. Well, Dr. Scott thinks you should. And why is that? Because you belong here. That's right. That's what I tell my students at school. You belong here. And where do you belong? This was Camera Talk with Dr. Scott and Dylan. That's right, and Dylan. So thank you for dropping by. Thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for listening to me as best you could through Dylan's interference. And thank you for just being you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, that's right.
Bye-bye.
So, come on back next week. We do one of these every Friday. That's Friday Vietnam time. So it could be the day before you, the day after you, or the same day as you, depending on your funky time warp. That's right. So, are you ready to say goodbye now? Yeah? All right, look at the camera.
Bye-bye.
Not yet. 1, 2, 3.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Here I am, Vietnam.